You are turning in 10-minute bulletin of Bình Phuoc Radio, television, and newspaper. You are with me, The Wang, and here are top news of today. Removing administrative procedures that hinder business and production activities. Binh Phuoc province continues to accompany power sector. Party leader attends Vietnam Youth Federation's National Congress. Prime Minister urges stronger measures to manage interest rate. A recent directive issued by the People's Committee of Binh Phuoc Province emphasizes the urgent need to review and scrap administrative procedures that pose obstacles to business and production activities, as well as to the daily lives of residents.
The chairwoman of the Provincial People's Committee also instructed directors of departments, agencies, and chairpersons of district, town, and city-level People's Committees to promptly publish all administrative procedures within their jurisdiction on the National Database of Administrative Procedures. This will ensure that officials, civil servants, businesses, and residents are well informed of the procedures. All administrative procedure dossiers must be received and processed online, allowing citizens and businesses to track and evaluate progress. The Provincial People's Committee has also been tasked with coordinating closely with the Government Office to complete the National Database of Administrative Procedures upgrade in 2025. The implementation of administrative procedures and regulations after issuance must be continuously monitored. Authorities should actively seek and respond to feedback so as to promptly identify and amend outdated or unsuitable procedures that hinder socio-economic development.
Secretary of Binh Phuoc Party Committee Tôn Ngọc Hạnh pledges that the province will continue to partner with the power sector. The official held a working session with the Southern Power Corporation under Vietnam Electricity Group EVN on December 17.
According to the Southern Power Corporation, under the Binh Phuoc's provincial department plan for the 2021-2030 period, with a vision toward 2050, many projects will be implemented in industrial parks and clusters. Several new industrial zones are also expected to be established if Binh Phuoc receives permissions to adjust these land use plans. In light of this, EVN asked the Provincial Party Committee and People's Committee of Binh Phuoc to approve the Southern Power Corporation's investment in 110 kilowatt power grid and medium and low voltage networks to ensure electricity supply in line with the planned development of industrial parks, economic zones, and industrial clusters in the province. Secretary Hạnh emphasized that electricity consumption in Binh Phuoc is expected to rise significantly. As such, the province's development strategy will be closely aligned with the power sector's expansion plans. She affirms that Binh Phuoc will continue to work with the power sector to early put completed projects into use, thus avoiding waste and ensure energy security.
A working delegation from Binh Phuoc Province and the specialized units of Kratie and Kampong Thom provinces of Cambodia have signed an agreement to continue the search and repatriation of the remains of Vietnamese soldiers and experts who died in Cambodia during wartime.
At the signing ceremony, both sides highly valued the outcomes of their cooperation in implementing agreements between the governments of Vietnam and Cambodia, as well as between Binh Phuoc and the two Cambodian provinces, on searching for and repatriating the remains of Vietnamese volunteer soldiers and experts. The two sides agreed to continue their coordinated efforts in the dry season in 2024 and 2025 in Kratie and Kampong Thom. On this occasion, the Provincial Military Command of Binh Phuoc donated 2 sets of outdoor sports and fitness equipment worth 360 million Vietnam dong to the military commands of Kratie and Kampong Thom provinces. Additionally, housing was handed over to the K-72 team in Binh Phuoc, funded by Medphone's Kampong Thom branch, a subsidiary of the military-run telecom group Viettel, and the Vietnam Rubber Corporation, which operates in Kampong Thom province.
Party General Secretary Tô Lâm attended the plenary section of the 9th National Congress of the Vietnam Youth Federation for the 2024 to 2029 10-year in Hanoi on December 18.
The Congress saw the participation of 980 delegates representing 21 million youngsters from all localities and ethnic groups. Addressing the plenary session of the Congress, Party General Secretary To Lum lauded the performance of young people nationwide and the Federation over the past time, and highlighted their pivotal role in leading Vietnam into the new era, the era of the nation's rise. He urged the Federation to reform its operation and develop a strong staff, saying the Federation and its member organizations should be better aware of their responsibilities and tasks in fostering revolutionary ideals and combating moral degradation, unhealthy lifestyles, crime, and social vices among young people and students. He said they should work harder to unite and engage Vietnamese youth, both at home and abroad, including in digital platforms, in the implementation of the party's directives and the state's policies and laws.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on December 18 attended a conference to review the work in 2024 and deploy key tasks in 2025 of the cultural, sports and tourism sector.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh called for improvement of institutions to attract resources and talent for the development of culture, sports, and tourism, and handle those who obstruct the work. He urged the sector to truly renew its mindset and create development spaces. In 2024, Vietnam had 2 new UNESCO-recognized heritage, namely the castings on the 9 dynastic urns in the Hue Imperial Palace, listed as documentary heritage of the Asia-Pacific region, by the Memory of the World Asia-Pacific Committee, and the Holy Mother of the Realm Festival on Mount Sam in the Mekong Delta province of An Giang, inscribed into the list of intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Vietnamese sports have made a strong impression at international sporting events, winning a total of 1,214 medals, including 482 gold. Meanwhile, the tourism sector has welcomed 17.5 million foreign tourists, up 38.9% year-on-year. In 2024, the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism signed 11 international cooperation agreements during visits by high-ranking leaders of the party and state.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính had asked the State Bank of Vietnam to proactively, flexibly, promptly, and effectively manage the monetary policy in combination with the expansionary fiscal policy and others.
The Prime Minister asked the central bank to coordinate with relevant agencies to keep tabs on the regional and international situation, as well as changes and adjustments in financial and monetary policies of big economies to have timely and effective policy responses. Priorities should be given to boosting growth, in parallel with ensuring macroeconomic stability, controlling inflation, and maintaining major economic balances, striving for an economic growth rate of at least 8% in 2025, in order to lay the bedrock for double-digit growth in the 2026 to 2030 span. Credit institutions should focus lending on priority production and business sectors and traditional economic growth drivers, such as investment, consumption, and export, along with new engines like digital transformation, green transition, climate change response, circular economy, sharing economy, science technology, and innovation, the Prime Minister said.
Vietnam business to consumer or B2C e-commerce export value is estimated at 145.2 trillion Vietnamese dong, equivalent to $5.8 billion by 2028, with micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises projected to contribute 25%.
The Vietnam E-commerce Index Report 2024 revealed that the sector's growth rate in 2023 increased by over 25% compared to 2022, reaching $25 billion. Of this, the online retail sector amounted to $17.3 billion, with e-commerce accounting for around 10% of the total retail sales of goods and consumer services. Addressing environmental issues in e-commerce, a recent survey found that 79% of online customers believe the state should quickly enact and disseminate policies and laws on environmental protection in e-commerce. Additionally, 71% suggested that businesses and online sellers should disclose eco-friendly options to help customers make informed decisions, and 61% of consumers underlined the need for awareness campaigns to promote environmental protection among online shoppers. The Ministry of Industry and Trade is also accelerating the building of a draft master plan on national e-commerce development from 2026 to 2030. This plan underscores online export as a crucial component of e-commerce development, outlining specific goals, policies, and solutions to support micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises.
And that also wraps up our bulletin. Thanks for tuning in and goodbye for now.